job creation and for American manufacturing, at the same time getting inflation and the cost to American families down. In 2023, dozens of companies have announced new investments in the U.S., resulting in hundreds of new clean energy projects and creating tens of thousands of new good-paying jobs. And that's just 2023, Mr. President.
Now, starting from the beginning of this year, seniors receiving Social Security have experienced an 8.7% increase in their monthly benefits. This adjustment marked the largest COLA living raise in decades. However, the outlook for next year's cost of living adjustment is smaller. Jay, come here. And for valid reasons as well. If next year's COLA is modest and Medicare costs experience a substantial increase, Social Security recipients may find their wages to be actually negligible. Therefore, it is advisable for Social Security beneficiaries to consider setting aside some of the additional funds resulting from this year's COLA into savings. With living expenses on the decline, it might be feasible for some beneficiaries to save a small portion of their income as a cushion for 2024. Social Security is facing a significant funding shortfall as a wave of baby boomers exit the force, and now the program heavily relies on payroll taxes, which is diminishing due to the mass retirement of older workers. To compensate for this decline, Social Security can tap into its trust funds to fulfill scheduled benefits until those funds are depleted, but the program's trustees anticipate this to occur approximately a decade from now. In fact, recent estimates predict a potential 20% reduction in benefits, which could have severe consequences for retirees relying on Social Security for income. Consequently, seniors should take measures to save money in case the benefits are cut. But for those who are capable, considering part-time employment may be advantageous. Workers can provide an opportunity for many seniors to see a meaningful amount of money. And while many seniors are accustomed to relying on their monthly Social Security benefits without much concern, it is crucial to stay informed about program changes, like those outlined above. By doing so, proactive steps can be taken to prevent financial stress in the face of these potential challenges. In other words, more stimulus payments are definitely necessary for the American people that need stimulus checks the most. Folks, many Americans could end up receiving thousands of dollars in financial relief soon under a new proposal. Families actually qualify for either a one-time lump sum payment or even smaller monthly checks. Even Senator Michael Bennet wants people to remember that the child tax credit historically was not a controversial program. And a Democrat from Colorado is scheduled to chair a subcommittee hearing this week focused on the tax credit's history and looking at how Congress could perhaps reach a consensus on expanding it once more. For the majority of the quarter century, it has been on the books. The child tax credit has been a significant part for both parties. Also, it was implemented in 1997, but the bipartisan issue was in 2017, when Republicans passed a massive tax cut. Although the measure doubled the amount of credit for $2,000, the overall bill was opposed by Democrats who said it was primarily benefiting the wealthier Americans. 4 years later, Democrats have passed a dramatic expansion of the child tax credit from Joe Biden. He touted the benefits of the enhanced credit as very essential to the American people. Senator Bennett also said that he did not believe providing families roughly $10 a day would lead parents to quit their jobs. But now, recently proposed bills from representatives are actually helping out many people, giving them $3,000 a year. According to the most recent Federal Student Aid and Data Center, 43 million people have outstanding federal student loans. For those struggling to manage their payments, loan forgiveness is a huge thing. And the White House released data today showing the number of student borrowers in each state who are eligible for automatic loan relief under the one-time payment adjustment. Last Friday, the Education Department notified 804,000 borrowers that they will have their student loans forgiven under income-driven repayment plans. If I tell you about the fourth stimulus check, Social Security benefits, SSI, SSDI, and also SSA. Now, first of all, I want to say thank you for your support, everybody, and thank you for watching this channel. As a way for me to show my appreciation to you, I want to give away your free $60 Amazon gift card. So here, everybody, here's the code for your free $60 Amazon gift card. If you'd like to redeem the code, just enter it in the checkout aisle. And all you got to do to enter it is subscribe to the channel. First of all, it's happening, and you may start to receive extra monthly benefits soon. The recent cuts to SNAP benefits have made a huge impact on the economy, but as the Federal Reserve warns the country to expect a recession, state lawmakers are passing new bills that will boost benefits by hundreds of thousands of dollars. And now, extra SNAP payments during the crisis expired in March and left millions of people with smaller SNAP balances in their accounts. This cut reduced monthly benefit amounts by at least $95 as Americans continue to deal with the largest annual increase in food prices since the 80s. And according to Morgan Stanley estimates, this reduction has had a rippling effect as cuts led to a $4 billion economic slump in March, while consumers have tightened their belts. Things are not looking good. Yahoo News reports that the retail sales are typically an essential guide of shoppers into confidence and financial stability. Consumer health is vital in determining the overall state of the economy, and now the expiration of SNAP benefits is another catalyst that will lead consumers to become more cautious and spenders in allocating a greater share of their wallet away from discretionary items. So while sales fell across the board for many brick-and-mortar stores, online retail sales are up 1.9%, and Reuters has even pointed that it is likely due to consumers looking for details and discounts to get lower prices. And even data from Bank of America also revealed that Americans slowed their usage of credit card and debit cards recently. A slowing economy can be an indicator of a potential recession, meaning less money headed to your wallet and more money moving out, depending on where you live, that is. The credit is available to certain California households that qualify for SNAP, and in 2014, the state SNAP agency, CalFresh, began issuing state utility assistance subsidy benefits to qualifying households. Under the program, the state can increase food benefits for certain SNAP households as well, if they also qualify for heating assistance under the Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program. The senator has also introduced the introduction of a bill that would expand and strengthen SNAP benefits for more than 40 million Americans. The Closing the Meal Gap Act would actually increase the baseline for SNAP and eliminate eligibility limits and barriers. Because we know that many financial experts have spent much of 2022 warning consumers to gear up for another recession. And yes, that is happening. And a big reason for boil down to the interest rate hikes, everybody. And what this means that economic recessions have the potential to drive unemployment up, way up. And that's the fear a lot of Americans are grappling with right now. The idea of losing a job can be terrifying even during periods of economic stability, but losing a job during a recession can mean struggling to find work for months on end. Hopefully the next recession won't be as intense as the last one, and the idea of a 2-year recovery is surely not good. Now's the time for Joe Biden to do stimulus checks
here at home, but we also recognize that as we continue to speak to partners around the world about the importance of meeting their ambitious climate goals and commitments, that we need to be in a position to demonstrate that we're making progress here at home. So across the climate issue, across a number of issues, this will be important for us, but for any implications for South Korea, I would need to refer you to colleagues.
That it? Well, yeah, this is basically it. The tax gap lies in these categories. And what I'm saying again is the Joint Tax Committee has identified in which income cohorts there are expected payments of taxes that are less than those due. And if you've got 87,000 auditors coming on board, by the way, that is 6 times the annual budget of the IRS. 87,000